Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I am not doing my intro. I got you, motherfuckers. I got you. Hey, that bill is still going on since 1930. I live in a very old white neighborhood, but there is some diversity here. There's still more white folks out here. But of course, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast you put it down below. Okay. Listener's discretion is advised. I'm your friendly neighborhood Schizologist. I give therapy to the world and to the masses of asses. But I do make a smile. I know how to get a smile out of the most depressed person in the world. But of course, you shouldn't want to be angry, because you should try to stay away from humans. Because the more interactive you are with humans, the more likely you'll you'll get upset. You'll get upset. You'll start, if you're an empath just like I am, you'll start feeling sad and very upset. Okay, understand that. But what this video is going to be about is about one of the I posted something up on the internet and I got a few hits, and even my brother hit me up and he said that he disagrees. But I'll prove it to you here. Okay. When I say that, I actually took that post. The post said, women don't love you emotionally, but get off the pussy plantation. And I want to explain how true this is, okay? Women don't love you emotionally, okay? Remember, the key word is emotionally, okay? Now, get off the pussy plantation is something else. Now, I'm going to agree with this and say it's mostly true. Okay, see, we have to start using verbs and proving ourselves, guys. Because men like to prove themselves more than women. Women prove themselves in an indirect fashion, okay? Especially when they become seasonal or when they get older, okay? So it's basically like this. Why is this comment true? Because I've traveled abroad and I can honestly say the same thing. Now, let's talk about facts here. The first fact is that there is far more prostitutes on the street than male prostitutes. Okay, so we are get women who's already agreeing with what I'm saying. They will do anything for a certain amount of money. Okay, and then those are the real honest women. Those are the women basically should get high respect because they're honest. And as we already know, women are the number one narcissists in the world. So they're capable of creating lies. And women do this more, okay? Women create the most abortions and most deaths in the world. But we're not going to talk about all that stuff, what they do in the world in destructive mode, okay? Indirectly, okay? We're just going to talk about one simple thing: emotions. Emotions occur in two ways. From me talking to multiple women from multiple countries, and I'm pretty sure you can't say this as well. No woman can say this either. I'm going to tell you, women will lie to try to get me over there, okay? Okay, they will lie. This is the first thing. This when you lie first, you're not emotionally attached. You're thinking about sub other meanings, okay? You're lying to me, and then I'm using psychology, and you don't follow instructions, and you're giving me some kind of feedback. Already, you don't love me. Women don't understand what the concept of love is, and lots of guys don't either. Really, they don't. Because most men are not romantic, we should know this, but women, they connect love to romance in a sense. And I told my wife, I'm gonna give you a great example why women are usually not emotionally attached to you. This is why I had a plan, because everybody told me in advance, if you bring her back to the United States, she's gonna change. I said, okay, so I had a plan, okay? So this is how I take advantage of the matriarch, because I know how scheming women can be. As a matter of fact, women, it's not just women, okay? It could be just men, but women do it more. So women do it 10 times more, all right? So just a great example. What? First fact, there's more prostitutes than men prostitutes. We got that, right? Number two, women are bigger liars, okay? Okay, so if you want to use psychology to figure this out, you can. Number three, they're more narcissistic, okay? Now, there'll be a lot of effeminate individuals saying men are the more. No, they're not. They only do things to get the pussy. The plantation. Now I'm talking about the plantation, and since we talked about those facts of why women are most likely not emotionally attached to your you know, as you being a man, your hobbies. Women are not attracted to those hobbies like guns, cars, video games. They're not. They're not. Okay, and if a female wants to contend against this, I told my wife I'm a gamer. This is what I do for my hobbies. I'm a gamer. I'm an artist. I'm a conversationalist. I like to research everything. And I even tried to tell my wife, I said, what kind of hobbies do you like to do? Reverse the roles to a female. And she will most likely not have any roles at all. She won't have too many hobbies. I'm telling you, women are lacking in the department of the left brain skills. I mean, right brain skills, logical side. When I say right brain, I'm talking about logical side. Left brain is it should be logical because it starts with an L. But if you're left brain, you're emotional. But you know that's been debunked in the past. But we're not going to talk about the technicalities of things. If you're more emotional, this is what women are. They don't really attach to a man emotionally. When they want something, they will lie. They will do anything they possibly can. But they're really not emotionally attached to you. This is a fact with most women. Most women will basically hear something that they really despise and they don't like. But they'll bypass their own, drive and desires to give a false identity of emotion. And this is what the man will fall for. Do you understand? So when I ask you, are you into either of these 5 things? Most women don't fit in the criteria. See the beating heart? I have 10 criterias. That's how I have standards. Most men only have 2 standards. But I tell men to try at least have 5 standards. Because this is how men are mostly sexual creatures. Women should know this. Because the pussy plantation is the simp area. Everybody has been a simp. And for guys, this is a negative simp. So we're talking about the guys now. Most guys think downstairs rather than upstairs. I was raised in the 80s, and I was told, don't you stick your dick in a used vagina. So I have OCD with it ever since. So I use a strap-on. I inspect it. I be a therapist. I watch your kids. You long as you pay me my money, we won't have any problems. Money, honey, baby. Money, honey. You don't get no honey without no money. That's how women think. Okay, so when I do professionalism with them, these days women don't have the money to deal with that. But I'm an alpha. Most men beta alpha men, okay, they don't really think with their head up here like I do. I got a head downstairs, but it only works because I'm a sapiosexual. I'm intellectually stimulated. If a female don't get, she's garbage. If I can't have a conversation with more than just an hour, I've had conversations with women for over 2 hours and they'd be like fire. But the problem is the pussy is fire. Their pussy is fire. So if a female, you usually have a high degree of intellectual stimulation, especially in the developed country, she's not going to be, is most likely so. She's going to do what she wants to do, okay? This is what I learned. This is why I believe that men should go overseas and talk to females who are more docile, more nicer. Not naive, but more docile, okay? But docile is kind of naive, okay? But I'd rather her be subservient, okay? I don't need a highly intelligent female so she can take advantage of me later on so I can take advantage of her. I don't need that war. I don't need that motherfucking war. But men are on the pussy plantation. Pussy is worshipped more than dick, all right? So men are driven by just beauty, and that's not a very shallow thing. It's a more genuine thing because you could have an ugly looking face and no titties, but they just want to see what that pussy is. That's a good type of shallow. But there's women who don't think like just with the dick. They get more I consider like looking at materialism more shallow. You're looking at, okay, my whole goal is to be secure, okay? And that's not right, okay? And I want material things. Now, if you just thought about the dick, okay, you will probably be more likely to be a whore or a nympho, okay? You don't want that either. And this is where you have to stay away from. Those individuals who do have a problem with sexuality. But men are more sexual overall. But the good thing is that you can trap a man if you're just good in the head and in the bed. And it ain't got nothing to do with materialism, okay? But women are more materialistic. Women are more materialistic. Men are not. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters. I'm Light Dog. Welcome to my page. I love the animals more than human beings, but I do not fuck the animals because I'm not your average man. I'm not your beat up. Hey.